We just got banned from the gym.
Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Double Dads Media, the biggest set of double dads on the internet.
Maybe the only set of double dads.
Well, I've seen a couple videos with two dads in them before, but I don't think they made them to YouTube. That was a different channel.
They were fake anyways.
That's AI-generated dads. We are the only real set of double dads on the medium.
That's right.
On the YouTubes. Oh my gosh, this is a terrible start. So this is our first week of our double dad diet, and unfortunately, we got banned from our gym.
True story.
It is true.
You know, we were like, what could somebody do at home that doesn't have a lot of equipment?
But does have two dads.
Two dads and a little bit of space. Mm-hmm. Specifically, like overhead space is a little bit helpful.
You gotta have a lot of vertical clearance.
Yeah, but
and you gotta be buff.
Yeah, right. So if you got two dads, some vertical clearance, and you're buff,
you should definitely do our set of improvised workouts.
Yeah.
That anybody could do.
Anybody
could do.
Super easy.
Super easy.
Safe.
Very effective, right?
Yeah.
I only feared for my life 5 times.
No risk of injury.
The whole time, yeah. How bloodshot were my eyes after I was done? We don't need to talk about that. It was like a Friday night.
You did blow out an O-ring.
It was right there, let me tell you. Oh, so the banning story, yeah. So it is a real thing. We did get banned from our gym, but it's more of nothing to do with us.
Yeah.
Would you like to explain?
Sure.
The AI bot says it's okay to talk.
Thank you. I get permission. Yeah, so at the gym our kids climb at, and then we work out at. Mm-hmm. They are having a big climbing competition a week from now, right?
Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're not letting anybody in the gym because they set up all the beta, is that what they call it? They set up all the climbs?
I think they're the routes. They
set up all the routes.
You give somebody beta, that's like you giving them
okay.
advice. So I'm going to give you some beta. Don't suck so much when you're climbing.
Yes, that's good beta. So they set up the routes, and then they don't want anybody in there, kids, relatives, nobody, so that people can't get beta and share the beta.
That's right. No beta data. Okay, they're cutting us off, and they're real serious about this. We are not allowed in the gym for a week, so we are having to make do. But the diet continues. So let's touch base on the numbers real quick. We weighed in just 5 minutes ago, and how are we doing? What was your start weight? Do you remember?
105.
Nice job. Wow. Killing it.
207.6.
No, where did you start?
What did I start at? 207.6.
No.
Yeah.
I thought you were 208.
No, it's 207.6.
You were 207.6? Okay. All right. Well, it's just the first week. It's the first week. He's doing a great job.
And I just weighed in. You guys are going to be really impressed at 207.
I thought you were 208. I really did. I was like, good job. That's a pound. That's what we're shooting for. Okay, I feel bad.
I warned you. I warned you.
I feel terrible now. I started out at 215 point something, 0.6 or something, and I was down to 210.
Yeah.
So I did pretty good. I was pretty happy with this first week. I was only grumpy like 100 times, and surprisingly, I don't think I've lost any strength on any of my workout lifts yet that I've noticed. So I'm sitting exactly where I was when we started, which is good because I don't think it's realistic to expect they're gonna get stronger, but at least I haven't lost a ton of weight. Somebody I think this helped too. I'm just gonna touch on this real quick because I have been loading protein. I have gotten so much protein inside me this past week. I've been jamming it in there. I've really been eating almost 200 grams of protein.
Holy crap.
A day. Yeah, which is
a lot.
It is a lot, and it's not typical. Usually when I'm just eating regular, it's like 100, 120.
Yeah. It's hard to do.
It is. I've been really making that my primary focus. Maybe it's helping. I mean, because this is the first time I've ever done a diet and not just completely giving up on working out and trying to maintain strength. And so far, first week is really very early days, but so far, so good. How about you? How's the diet going?
The diet was going good. The first day, so like the things we talked about are pitfalls, right?
Sure.
Those are absolutely 100% a problem.
They're hitting you.
Yeah. So the first day I did not do well, and then I did good for like 3 or 4 days, 5 days, and then yesterday I didn't do well. So I got real hungry at dinner time, and I was like,
They're giving away free pie, I think.
yeah, well, we got a free pie from a friend.
So that-
it's
that
not
always-
just
that
any pie
makes-
either. It's like a chocolate
The
chess pie.
best pie.
It's straight up drugs. So I didn't do real great. So I had like a lot of food last night. I had like a steak and some beer and some chocolate chess pie
Wow, I didn't realize.
and potatoes.
You said I had a sandwich. He told me he had a sandwich, and I didn't realize it was all this. Okay, all right.
Super good.
It's technically a sandwich.
I mean, if you put two pieces of bread on anything, it's a sandwich. You're right.
Yeah, that's
That plate had a piece of bread on top and a piece of bread on bottom.
Anything can be a sandwich if you try hard enough.
Yeah, so I didn't do real good, but and also I didn't do good on working out. I didn't really work because remember I didn't go to the gym with you.
Oh, you
guys all
skipped a
last
day.
week.
That's right.
Yeah, I skipped 2 days because something was going on. Doesn't matter. So this week is starting out slow, but I am invested and I'm in there.
He's gonna make it happen.
Yeah, and I'm tracking my calories and like I'm aware of the times I go over. And actually, I think I got a hack for myself.
What? A hack? What's your hack?
My life hack is that if I don't eat lunch,
Oh yeah, you told me this.
then it's interesting. So this limited data may not be true, but at least I found in a few days that I did well. I didn't eat lunch. And then by dinner, I was hungry, but I wasn't starving. And I would eat dinner, and then I would be like full after a reasonable sized dinner. And then I'd have like a little snack before bed. I'd hit my calorie goal of 2,000 calories or less, and then have no issues.
So did you eat lunch yesterday?
I ate lunch yesterday.
And you fell apart yesterday.
And I fell apart yesterday. And that same thing the first day too. Monday, I ate lunch.
Okay.
And I fell apart. So like, I think today I'm skipping lunch and like, I'm hungry across lunchtime, but like right now, what time is it? It's 1. I'm not hungry anymore. I'm like, good.
Okay.
And I'm not weak. I'm not grumpy. We were talking about that. I don't get hangry. I'm lucky
Sure.
there.
You're the opposite of me.
See,
Yeah.
for me, I don't ever get angry or anything or anything like that if I don't eat lunch.
That's awesome.
You lucky bastards.
By the way, this is my son, Beach Man.
No, I'm the voice in the voice.
He's the narrator.
He's our editor slash executive producer slash
Dungeon Master.
dungeon master extraordinaire.
So part of what I'm doing too is like, I want this to be something that I can, I mentioned it earlier, maintain forever, right? So I don't want to have a specialized diet. I want to just be able to be like, here's a lifestyle that I can live and keep the weight reasonable. And actually losing 0.6 pounds, it's not in the margin of error for the scale, so I think it's legit.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, and my goal is 1 pound a week. So 0.6 pounds a week is a little less than my goal. And I had 2 days where I went over my calorie goal, so I think it makes sense.
Yeah, you're not bad. I mean, you're pretty good on there. I feel like my numbers calculations. It says I'm hitting my targets, but I don't know what's going on. I feel like I'm under every day. I'm starving every day. I'm hitting my numbers, but I'm like, oh, I'm so hungry. So I don't know. I might have to revisit because 5 is a lot, but
That is a lot. But also some people do that. Like some people
Yeah.
when they lose weight, they have like this first week where it's like boom.
yeah.
And then they kind of hit this.
That's what happens with me.
Yeah.
Typically, is I get that big first week, but I've really not. I've really been trying to stick to the calculation. I don't know, maybe the calculation's off, or I'm eating big meals all at once too. So maybe my body's not absorbing. I don't know if there's any kind of scientific theory to that. If it's
I've read about that because there used to be this theory that like you should eat what do they call it, King Prince Popper, like big meal first thing in the morning,
Oh, I
a
haven't
little
heard
bit
of that.
smaller and then a little bit smaller.
Okay.
Well, it's baloney.
it doesn't work, okay.
No, it doesn't work. So basically, you can eat one 2,000 calorie meal or 2,001 calorie meals spread out throughout the day. Your body doesn't care. It actually, and it's even
it uses everything if you eat a 2,000 calorie meal.
whether it uses everything or not, I think is not really the point. I think the point is more that it's just more or less. If you consume 2,000 calories, your body
Uses it.
is not gonna,
Nothing just goes straight through you.
No.
And is
unless it's
wasted.
corn.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Or what is that stuff they made those chips out of? Everybody had diarrhea after they ate the chips.
Olean.
Olean, yeah.
Man, that's like
right.
aging us, dude. Like
Yeah.
that was when we were probably Beecher's age. We were probably like 14.
Yeah, we were teenagers because I remember
Yeah.
people would like sneak it into other people's food. and
My
see if they
mom
get
got
diarrhea.
so excited because my mom was always on this she was in Weight Watchers and stuff and loved eating healthy. And so we never had potato chips. And then the Solean stuff came out. They're like, no cholesterol, no fat. My mom's like, yes, potato chips. And then we all had just like liquid hot diarrhea for like a week. And
What's
we were like,
going
what
on?
is
This is
going
the
on?
worst.
It's like you sneeze and you poop your pants and like trying to figure out what's going on.
That was great. Come on down.
I'm famous.
Oh, so many kids, so many kids. Oh.
This is Coralie. That's,
Violet.
Violet, that's right.
I'm 18.
no, you're not.
Wow.
No, she's 11 and I'm 10.
than Cora.
And she's 11.
Oh man, so many. We gotta legitimize our name here now.
And you're 14.
Now everybody knows
This is our Beecher, get in here.
we're real dads.
We're real dads, not
Beecher,
fake dads.
get in here.
We don't just play one on TV.
This is Beecher. He's 14.
Oh,
he's
yeah.
there. He's
Beecher, if you
kid.
frame yourself right here, put your head right here.
Oh,
Hi,
there we
I'm
This
go.
has been our
cold,
cameraman.
hairy legs.
Yeah. Okay.
Cameraman, y'all.
Cold, hairy legs.
Who said that? Oh yeah, I do have a cold. Yeah. She doesn't. She doesn't hold back. She doesn't hold back. Okay, get out of here. Get. Wonderful. I think we've managed to talk about poop in every single episode so far. I think
That's kind of my goal.
It'll be our. It'll be our goal for this series. I think I will also settle into,
I think you will.
especially because your the amount of energy you use drops with your weight. And which I always thought was kind of funny with these calculators because they give you a number, and I was trying to figure out, is it a number that averages out like over the course? Because I tell them I want to start it this way and get to this weight, and do they calculate it so that you can just follow this and track
No.
it? I don't think they do either. I think
No.
it's from where you're at
Yes.
when you calculate it.
And this is why I mentioned last time. I did a bunch of research into this when I was in Denmark for that exact reason. I was like, how accurate is this?
Right.
And basically, a couple exercise food scientist type people got on, and they were, or this was on Reddit, and they were saying that essentially it's not an exact science. It's literally just a guidance. It's
Right.
just like for somebody of your size, the only way to do it like accurately is like these, getting in a pool and doing calorimeters and blah 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 blah. And there's like all these like fancy, but
I don't want to do that.
no, the best way to handle it is to do what they say. Start with consume your calories. Start with your TDE. Consume your calories. Measure your weight. And if you're losing too much, actually increase the number of calories you consume, and then you will slow down the rate at which you're losing weight.
So it's a constant monitoring. You can't just take our
No.
number and roll with it. You really got to kind of watch yourself as you go.
And I think it's kind of at the beginning, right? Because as you're saying, as you lose weight, you consume less calories. But also there's variables in there like your exercise and your activity rate too, right?
Yeah.
'Cause if you're doing a bunch of exercise one day, you might need more than 2,500 calories, or you might need more that day. So you might run a massive deficit if you only eat 2,000. So anyways, I don't know. I think it's that's why I say I don't get too stressed about the calculation stuff. I'm just like, watch the weight,
See what happens.
average
Yes.
across the week. Don't do it by day. You know what I mean?
All right.
Weigh every week. Do your calories every week.
Okay.
So if I were to eat 1,200 calories a day, I would lose 10 pounds in a week probably.
He'd be dead.
And if I could even get out of bed, if I didn't eat you children by 4 in the afternoon.
Why do we only have 3 cats running around?
Because they're delicious. They can fur out of my teeth.
First week check-in.
Yeah.
One good thing, one bad thing. Go.
Okay, one good thing. I actually love the feeling of being a little bit hungry by the end of the day.
Okay.
That feels really good to me. And I haven't felt that way for like 4 years.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm always like, at the end of the day, I go to bed and I'm like, I am stuffed and I do
He's a
not,
smart YouTuber.
and I don't feel good about my life. So that's a positive thing. Like I actually like that feeling. It's motivating also to do it with somebody. So that's my positive thing.
Yeah.
Two positive things.
It's a big thing.
Okay, my negative thing is like I got to get my act together with the food, but I don't feel like that won't happen. I feel like I got a real good probability of that happening.
Okay.
Okay, you.
My good thing is I like watching the numbers, and the numbers are going the right direction, and it's really affirming to see like, okay, things are working out according to my plan. I like it when the plan goes right. My bad thing is my diet is probably not sustainable like what you're planning. I am sick of chicken breast.
After 1 week.
They're not getting any better. No. Yeah, it's kind of scary because I'm like, oh man, this is how I'm making this happen right now. If I lose this tool, what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
I'll probably be able to figure something out. I am thinking of transitioning to dark meat, thighs and legs.
Yeah, boy. How about this stuff? Can I grab something?
Yeah, go for it.
Sardines.
Sardines.
Wild Planet sardines. Not only are they nutritious, they're also delicious and they're satisfying. And they have 20 grams of protein per every package.
Oh, it's Wild Planet.
Is that right? 20 grams?
Do they really?
I think so. It's like a lot. 170
So
calories.
we've got 18 grams of protein for 170 calories. And for me, a good source of protein is 10 calories per gram of protein or less. Yeah. So 10 calories per gram of protein or less is like you're in that.
So this is right in the sweet spot.
Oh, it's better than, because
Yeah.
you're getting 18 for 170.
And this is even in olive oil. If you get these in water, it has even less calories, but the olive oil is actually really good for you. That's a good fat. And you need fat when you're doing your stuff.
Absolutely.
You gotta have fat.
Fat-free is not the way to go. To wrap up, what do you think?
I think it's been a good week.
Okay. I agree.
Yeah.
Been a
Not
good
a-
week for me.
Not a hard fail. Like it feels like a good start to me. It's like, yep, it's about the kind of start I would expect.
Yeah, and I think I've got an even easier win on my side because I really, for whatever reason, got to see a big number jump for the first week, which is good and affirming. And outside of being a little hungry and cranky a couple of days for an hour or two until I got to eat, it's been perfectly fine. I'm trying to save my cranky, starving moments for my drive to school and my drive away from school because I got a 30-40 minute drive both ways. So that's God, I love kids. Love kids.
And your worst students. You save the cranky time for your worst students.
Oh, if I was cranky with my worst students, it would be bad. It would be really bad. So I try and eat before I deal with the bad ones because I would be throwing people out of class left and right. My administration would have a big problem with it. And rightfully so, because you got to have a little bit of bedside manner if you're going to be a teacher. You want me to say it? You don't want to get in it?
You got it. Because I don't think... I don't think we can say it. Okay, let's try to say it at the same time. Okay.
1, 2, 3. Double dads out. That's great.